These large companies have would be that the number of rounds of interviews are very high. So you can actually get rejected in every level. So if you're joining a company of let's say 10 people, the CEO will interview you in 10 minutes, he decides either ways. This is not true in a company like Infosys. So you'll have a psychometric test, you'll have an HR test, you'll have let's say a technical skills test. So they have various parameters. And if you're not sort of have a rounded personality in terms of you having knowledge about various areas, you'll tend to get rejected because remember the number of options also they have is high. So while Infosys might have 1 lakh people, the people applying them are in maybe 50 lakhs. While in a small company which needs 10 people, the number of people applying are only 1 or 2. So the chances of getting rejected in a bigger company is actually higher than the chances of getting rejected in a smaller company. So going back to let's say Infosys again. So you first have to have a broad personality. So in an HR interview, they'll try to figure out, again, what they're looking at is, are you going to be stable, reasonable, ethical, a logical, normal sort of a person. So they'll look at whether you have some hobbies, are you outgoing personality, do you have decent communication skills, right? And sort of, overall, you have a decent family background, stuff like that. So one of the things where students get rejected in an HR interview would be typically in terms of, somewhat communication skills, and primarily not in if they don't have any extracurricular activities or going around. So maybe a thing like, for example, interesting thing which somebody could do is start writing blogs on technology, right? So if you want to join a company like Infosys, a background which shows that you have been blogging about technology could be a brilliant idea, because when they ask you, okay, so what else do you do, and you're saying, look, I regularly write a blog. Of course, you have to also write it. It cannot be only done for interview. You have to seriously write it also. But if you've regularly been writing blogs for, let's say, 1 year or so while you were in college, it shows a depth in your personality which not too many startups come with. Not too many freshers come with. Right. Also remember, the basic point is, fundamentally all resumes of freshers look the same, right? When you have passed out of the college, there is no difference between resume 1 and resume 2. How does a company distinguish? These are the factors which bring their distinction. Have you won some awards, right? Do you have any extracurricular activities? Do you have outgoing personality? Here the communication skills again become super critical, because one thing I think the students miss out is every student, when